outside the box and inside life in Nutterville. Who better to send to a place like that named Nutterville than our own Mike Higgins? Don't go away. Outside the box this morning, James B. Nutter and Company is one of the leading mortgage lenders in the country. And for its hometown of Kansas City, Missouri, it is also one of the leading corporate citizens. Mike Higgins joins us now with a look at how good old Midwestern values have made for good business and a good place to live.
Yes, sir. One addendum here. I know we haven't talked at all about the big lie. I watched part of it last night. You notice what great clothes Faber has?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this guy is dressed to the...
Yeah.
I don't know what they were talking about, man. He looked good while they were doing it. Mark, while there's no doubt everything is up to date in Kansas City, one of its oldest companies, James B. Nutter, is not only making its mark in the mortgage business, but leaving its mark on its hometown. We know the city is KC-Mo, but there's one section better known as Nutterville. And this area is called what?
Well, this area is called now Nuttersville.
You like that?
Well, I'm a little embarrassed by it.
By the title, maybe, but certainly not by what he's managed to do here. The historical renovation over the last decade or so of 31 buildings in the Westport section of Kansas City, Missouri. They blossom down the length of Central Avenue like flowers along a walkway, all thanks to James B. Nutter Sr., the next, the oldest house in Kansas City. If they don't do this, what happens to a place like this?
It gets demolished. Apartment 6-plex, 8-plex, something like that comes in here and really destroys the historic fabric of the neighborhood.
The James B. Nutter Company is a Kansas City, Missouri-based home mortgage lender that ranks as one of the leaders in the Midwest and country in all 50 states. Jim Sr. founded it 52 years ago. As veterans returned from the Second World War, he started lending young families money to buy their first homes. Since then, over 500,000 mortgages have been written by what's turned into a Kansas City institution with an old-fashioned 1950s mantra. Look the customer in the eye, treat them fair. Did you ever try to convince them that there was a different way to do business?
Well, I will tell you, yes, that you will not see our style in any management book in college, but it works for us.
Jim Nutter Jr. now runs the company day-to-day, low interest rates, high home sales, refinancing. It's been a healthy year for his business.
I can't imagine where our country would be if rates were not this low and the housing industry has not been so strong over the last 2 years.
But Nutterville started long before the decline in rates. The company bought its first building and moved in with no plans for any more. And then word came that 6 houses, most built in the 20s, were scheduled to be razed.
So I decided to buy them just to keep them being torn down. And then I said to myself, well, it worked out so good for us, maybe other people would like to have this for small offices, small companies.
Which is exactly what happened. It's akin to a historical incubator. Small companies move in, grow, move out, new ones move in, and it has turned into a nice little business for Nutter and a very good deal for Kansas City.
Once you start refurbishing these homes, we see neighbors a block or two away starting to paint their houses, are fixing up their yards, doing what they can.
Nutterville, a little bit of Kansas City's past, preserved for the future. It's good business. And it's not bad being the mayor of Nutterville anyway.
No, it's not bad. And there was an election of one, and I got that one vote.
And you got it. Maybe we can run him for the governor of California or something like that. Latest project is the renovation of the oldest house in Kansas City. It's the Scarrett House, and it dates back to 1847. Now, Nutters are big fans of the show, and as mayor of the city of Nutterville, look what they said to you. Of course, this is the key. You ever had a key to the city presented?
Yes.
Have you? Which city?
Boca Raton.
Oh, okay. Well, this is your second then. Key to the city, the key to Nutterville. Now,
Outstanding.
Isn't that something?
It's much bigger than the key to Boca.
Is it? Now, here, but don't you can't have
Give
it,
it
though.
to me.
No, because they watch the show regularly. They told me I could present it to you, but then I had to take it back because they don't want you to actually use it anywhere in Nutterville. So they are consistent viewers. But isn't that pretty? That's a nice key to the city. How about that? I don't know what it'll open, but probably a libation or two somewhere, and I'll just keep using it till I get there.